in an effort to meet the needs of staff more effectively, Harmon, Schoonover, and I have created appointment slot calendars through Google Calendar that we're going to share out with each of you. So I'm just going to go through the whole process as if I am any one of you. So this is the link that Lisa sent me, and this is what it'll look like. I will send you one email that has all 3 of our links in it. So this one's Lisa's. Whenever I click on it, it's going to give me the option to add the calendar, and I want to do that. If you don't do that, you won't be able to see all the dates. So the first thing I'm going to do is add it. Now once it's in there, as you can see, my calendar is a bit of a hot mess because this is how I run life, honestly. So what I'm going to do is, you can see it's all over the place, but I can hide some of these things. If you have a lot going on like I do, and you know, okay, I just want to see what Lisa's calendar looks like, I'm going to hide some of these other things that I don't need to look at right now. And so now I have is Schoonover's. So Schoonover's calendar is set up so that it's Monday through Friday, and it's from 9 a.m. to noon. So if I want to sign up for help with Schoonover on Monday the 11th, I just click into this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the appointment page for this calendar. So the 11th is the day that I want her to come into my room or come meet me during my plan or whatever it is. I'm going to go to the appointment page for this calendar. Now whenever I do this, I don't know why it does this, but Google Calendar, you have to be careful once you get to the appointment slots. You want to make sure you're on the right week. So notice this is March 3rd, the 3rd through the 9th, and I was trying to sign up for the 11th. You need to move it so that it's the one that you want. So what this does in this view is it also shows me everything that I have going on in my room too. So for example, on Tuesday the 12th, I have an MU rep in my classroom that day. Probably not a great time to be asking Lisa for help. Not the date I signed up for anyways, but it shows you what you have going on. So hers are 30-minute time slots. If it's not going to take 30 minutes, you don't have to have her there for 30 minutes. If you think you need her for an hour, sign up for 2 in a row. Whatever it is that you feel like you need, make sure that we're helping you, okay? So I'm going to sign up for Monday the 11th, and I'm signing up from 9 to 9:30. Okay, so where, I'm going to say my classroom, and I'm going to tell her I need help with Google Forms. I'm just making something up, okay? Google Forms, whatever it is. If you could let us know what it is you're wanting help with, a description, or even if you just say, I'm sending you a follow-up email because you're going to share something with us, that's fine too. Just a little bit of a warning so we know that what we're walking into and can feel a little bit prepared. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to hit save. And once I do that, it says my appointment's been saved. I can view it in Google Calendar, or I can stay here. So if you're wanting to sign up for another date, you can do that and stay here. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to view it in my calendar. So when I do that, it shows up here where I have my calendar showing. It automatically turned my calendar back on, but I still see Lisa's calendar. Once you set up your appointment, you don't have to show Lisa's calendar anymore because it's going to automatically give you your appointment in your calendar. But let's say that you made a mistake and you're like, oh, I signed up for the 11th. I meant to sign up for the 12th. All you have to do is go in here and delete the event from your calendar, and when that happens, it's going to send Lisa a notification. Once she deletes it on her end, it will delete off of your calendar, but it's not going to delete immediately because she will have to be the one who actually deletes the event. Okay, so when I hit delete, would you like to send cancellation emails? If I've already talked to her about it and something comes up and I'm like, oh man, I'm actually not going to be able to do it, I would send her a notification. However, if it's I just created it and made a mistake, I'm not going to send it to her. Okay? So it just depends on, do I need to notify her, hey, by the way, I don't need you, or did I just make a mistake? Okay? So I'm going to send it to her because she hasn't used it yet, so I want her to see what it looks like on her end. So now it's off of mine, but when I go to Tech Help with Schoonover, it does still show it here. So let me undo this one. It still shows it here because she hasn't accepted it. It says here that I'm not going though. So once she deletes it, it'll open up that appointment slot again. Okay. So same thing. I have one. Harmon also has one. So mine are set up on Mondays and Tuesdays from 11:50 until 12:35. There are 2 appointment slots available in that time frame. They're 20 minutes apiece. I didn't go 30 so that I could visit 2 people if I needed to. If, like I said, you feel like you need that full time period, just sign up for both slots, but it was just so that if it was something quick, I could get to more than one person if necessary. The only thing that I do ask, or that the 3 of us ask, is that you sign up at least 24 hours before you need us, because the calendar events are set up to send us notifications with plenty of notice, but if you sign up 10 minutes before, we aren't going to see that, okay? So it's automatically set up to send notifications. Let me see what I just did Lisa's, and hers is 24 hours in advance, an hour in advance, and 10 minutes in advance. Mine's set up a day before, an hour before, and 10 minutes before. So I was consistent. So anyways, if something happens and you think, and then we're supposed to be there and we don't show up, just send us an email. You're not going to offend any one of us. The goal is for us to be helping you however you feel like you need help. So please utilize this. Based on the survey, as a district, there were lots of people. I think 3/4 of us felt like we could use some one-on-one attention. So if you are one of those people, do not be afraid to ask. That's what we're here for. We really want to help you and make the tech transition as smooth as possible. If you have questions about how to do this, please, please, please ask.